Okay, this video is going to show you how to configure the blog widget. Now, this is a slightly more in-depth video because the blog widget can be used as a standalone widget on a blog page, or you can use it inside of different pages to highlight the different categories inside your blog. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the standard principle, content, design, advanced. So with the content, what happens is that you can display all of your blog posts at once, or you can display just one category or a couple of categories. So you decide how many posts you want to show. So let me just take 4. Obviously, I don't have 4 posts inside of this particular website, but what I might do is jump over to my Bommy Media site and show you exactly what I mean when I say that you can show a certain amount in a moment. So then you can choose which categories. So uncategorized blogs are the ones that you would put up and not put into a category. So this will be the one that WordPress has in your website as a standard. But I would suggest that when you write your blogs, that you always add them to a category. It just makes life a lot easier for you. You can do the date format, so month, June, July, or you can add the dates. If you click here, you would like to adjust the date format, you can do it yourself, but that's the standard. Now, show excerpt is either you show just a summary in this first part, or you show the whole blog content. So I would suggest that you show just a summary in this first part and then get them to click read more. So we're just going to do that for now. Then just ignore this one and then go down to elements. So the elements are all of these bits here. You see where it says by January uncategorized. So show featured image means that you can put a featured image at the top. So I'll show you how to do that in comparison, like when you look at the blog post on my website. Show read more button. So then I would suggest you put that if you're showing excerpts, because then they can click on the read more button and go to the full page. Show author. So if you're having other people put your blogs up, you could take the author down. Therefore, then nobody knows who's uploaded them. You can actually take the date off if you want. You can take the categories off if you want. You can show the comment count. So that is that if you open your blog post up for comment, then you can show how many people have made a comment. That's always quite nice if you've got lots of comments and your blog is very active. And then pagination, that's like you've got more than 1 or 2 pages on the blog, which I'll show you when we go into my blog on my page. So that's the standard settings of what you see here. Then if you go to design, you have the layout. So this is where this is actually quite key to how your blog will present itself. So full width is like on obviously a full width, so you just get the writing. Then if you put it into grid, what happens is it puts it into a square, like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my website now and I'm going to get my blog up and I'll show you what I mean. Let's load this up. Okay, switch to blog. Okay, so as you can see here on my blog page, I've put my blogs into a grid layout. So each blog has a featured image, then it has the title, then it's by me, so it's by my web page and the date, and then my categories are here, and then whether you have any comments or not depends on how many times you promote it. So that's how you would do it in a grid. Okay, I've logged into my own website, and I'm going to show you the difference. So this is the blog in the grid format here. I'm just going to enable my front editor. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it can, how you can make it into the wide view for the blogs. So let me just show you, and then I can put mine back. So this at the moment is set up as a grid setting. You see that the black it covers all of this. This one module is all fed from this particular module. So if I click here, this is the blog module, as you can see. Now I have 12 in a row, and I have all my categories there. But what I want to show you is the design. So the layout here at the moment is grid. Now if I change that to full width, look what happens. So what it does is it gives you like your big image, and then your bit of your blog, and then again and again and again. So that's how the full width shows. So some people like that type of layout. Some people prefer the grid layout. I actually prefer the grid layout, but you of course can put your blog however you like. So I'm just going to pop that back. So if I was to just save those changes. Now I want to just show you how, let's put up there. So when I click here, I just want to show you what it looks like inside. So my blog page is like, this is the top, and then I have my picture which says blog, and then that whole view of all of my blogs was just in this one section. So if I open it up, you see it's exactly the same, and that takes you all the way down. So if I go back here, that one module holds all of my blogs all the way down, and then you can see the older entries, and if I have any, well, it would always be the older entries, so the blog posts that came before, and then the other side would be as I add new blogs onto it, then you get more pages in the past. So I'm just going to save that and come out and just show you how the grid, like that's how the grid would work. So over here, this obviously would have your featured image, and then you can decide whether it's a grid layout or a full width layout. And it doesn't look as big here again because I'm using 4 rows. If I was to do it just one per row, then my blog would be, this would be my blog, but obviously there's no photo in this, so then you would have the big photo. So going back here to my website, you can see how my blog in the grid have the images. So that's how you can use the blog post. So it's very versatile, the blog setting, and we are going to do a training on this, so I'm not going to go into it in too much depth, but you can use this blog widget on any page in your website. So for instance, on my home page, at the very bottom, down here, oh, I don't have it on that one. Let me just think where it is. Oh, I know. I have one that I've, did I put it on there? Let me just see. Let me just see if it's on this one. Oh, no, I didn't put it on that one either. Okay, so you can have the blog posts anywhere you wish on your website. It doesn't have to be just on the blog page. It could be anywhere within your website. So that blog widget will work anywhere. And I will show you how it works later when we go through all of the, oh, here it is. You see at the bottom of my sales page for my social media mastermind, I have my blog, my social blog. So this basically, at the very bottom of them, looking at my next course, which I'm running, a social media course, I've actually put my three most recent blogs on. And it just shows people that you're active on your website. So if you can put your blogs sporadically around your site, then it allows you, it sort of gives, it shows the people who are visiting your site that you're quite relevant. And I should really put this on my homepage. So if I was to go to my homepage here, I should put this particular blog section at the bottom. So if I was to enable this, I'll just show you in practice how to do it, and then it gives you an idea of how you can use the blog setting. So go right to the bottom, and then here, under here, I just want to create a new section. So I'm just going to do a regular section, and then I'm going to do a regular blog, and I'm just going to put the blog post in here, and I'm going to make it into a grid, like so. Let that load, check that I'm happy with it. So there you go. So I've put the grid in. I'm just going to click OK. And basically what that does is it just links them to my grid. So I can just add a title here. I could put a title in here, and then you're away. So that's how easy it is to put the blog post into your working website. So that's something that we will be doing. I will be doing a longer video on, so that you can see exactly how it works.